Gigantic dark ass.
Olympic ice capades, man, it's such a dirty trade. Tanya tries to win.
Rectum.
She was second best and it hurt her so. Oh. Nancy Kerrigan, the bitch was gonna win again. Tanya blocks revenge. Hires out a henchman. Oh. As Nancy K was leaving the ring, she snuck up from behind. Bang, bang, Tanya's silver hammer came down upon her knee. Bang, bang, Tanya's silver hammer made sure of victory. Olympic medal round, Tanya hears an ugly crowd boo her every move. She can't find her groove, she's off balance. Oh. She forgoes the plan, makes her way into the stand, murder on her mind. She has never minded a challenge. Oh. The crowd, they make a break for the door, but it's too late to run. Bang, bang, Tanya's silver hammer just smashing in their heads. She would not leave Lil Hammer till everyone was dead. 2048, Tanya's at the pearly gate. St. Pete checks his book. He gives her a look and he tells her no. Oh. She claims she's innocent, laces up and throws a fit. Eternity's on the line. This guy's out of line and he's got to go. Oh. As St. Pete was turning the page, Tanya took her aim. Bang, bang, Tanya's silver hammer rang St. Peter's bell. But skates can kill no saints in heaven, and she went straight to hell.
24 till 12, 560 WQAM, and I think that you owe Bruce Springsteen an apology, mister.
He sucks.
I think that your position on Bruce Springsteen is very
Not
American.
only does he suck, but talk about exploiting a tragedy, which is, that was the
right, exactly.
foundation of his big comeback.
Why do people get lauded for doing things like that?
Because people are dumb.
I see. But you know
342 votes on the poll. What do they enjoy hearing most about on the show? Health? None.
I just noticed that.
Out of 342 votes, health, a big fat
not even a sympathy vote from your fat friends out there.
By the way, I emailed Lynn to let her know that the audio was back on, but, she's not responding because she's not listening. She's out walking or doing something or, buying herself a new instrument. She's out doing something. Either that or she heard your voice in the beginning.
Right.
But seriously, nobody knows. They tune in at 9, and if the thing is screwed up, that's it. So I guess our engineering department isn't concerned enough that we're destroying the lives of a lot of people, and probably our engineering department doesn't believe that we have anybody outside the immediate market who really wants to hear the Neil Rogers show.
They don't show up in the ratings, or we don't sell ads to them.
No, it's not that. They just don't feel that anybody who would want to hear this anyway, see?
I understand.
Music won. And I think, like I said before, people are interested in music. They're listening to it. Plus, if I'm talking about music, it's usually my music, and being the old fart that I am, admittedly so, I'm not going to be talking about what they're interested in. That's for damn sure, especially looking at these Grammys.
You're not going to be talking about Nora Jones.
I do like the Foo Fighters. That's one.
Right. Korn.
Best rap album, the Eminem Show. Oh, my God.
Korn sure is special.
Oh.
Your favorite got best traditional
Eminem
pop
show?
vocal album.
Oh.
Didn't you see that? Category
What?
13, your very favorite of all time.
Cornhole?
Tony Bennett.
Got what?
Best traditional pop vocal album.
Like I said, the whole thing is a cluster fork, okay? That's all it is. It's a bunch of crap. Best everything. Song of the Year, Jesse Harris, Don't Know Why, by Nora Jones. Ever hear it?
No.
Me either. Carlos, you ever hear it?
Nah.
0 for 3.
Well, what do we know?
And where would we hear it? On maybe Gloves 94?
Ugh.
Well, no, she's jazz. I mean, who the hell plays jazz?
Yeah, please warn me so I can avoid them.
Jazz vocal album Live in Paris by Diana Krall. There's a good Canadian girl. Never
Boca Brian likes her.
Who?
Boca Brian.
Likes Diana Krall?
Yeah.
Maybe he likes to see Diana Krall.
That too.
Female R&B performer Mary J. Blige. He think I don't know. He think I don't know?
That's
he
right.
think I don't know? What kind of a name
right,
is that?
Dog.
Oh, he think I don't be knowing. What is that? Best male R&B performance you don't have to call by Usher?
Okay.
That's interesting. Some of this other stuff on here, people that haven't been born yet.
Mm-hmm.
Contemporary R&B album, Ashanti by Ashanti. Well, that makes sense to me. Faith Hill. Oh, who the hell was ripping Faith Hill? Oh, the news guy? I miss his news guy. What the hell's his name? I don't know what his name is. I've never known what his name is. He ripped her an ass. He said she doesn't sing. I guess what he's trying to say is she's a female Bruce Springsteen. She never sings one note. All she does is scream and kind of like what's her name? Mariah Carey. She caterwauls.
She squeals.
She just caterwauls. Mariah. And thank God Mariah Carey didn't get any, did she? No. Good.
I don't see her on here so far.
Thank God. Female rock performance vocal, Steve McQueen by Sheryl Crow. Yeah, exactly. Makes me want to crow up. And all that, and that's it. So they don't want to hear about music. Getting back.
Yes.
See how I interrupt myself and I get sidetracked?
Good. Killed some time.
I know. I noticed you're playing a lot of long stuff today. Thank you. Food 9. See?
Right.
Health, none. Food, 9.
Right.
And that was a late edition. TV and movies, 10. National news, 13. Local issues, 17, in which there really aren't any. Hockey, 18. You're right. That's being freeped. I'm going to start calling, remember, the Freeper. We got Robert Grieper and the Freeper at the hockey games. World Affairs and George's homosexuality and job performance each have 20. Sex, 28. Religion, 38. Neil's personal adventures, 40. Hey, I went to the store this morning in the middle of the show.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Took a shower. I got the mommy, the Toronto Star and Toronto Sun.
What kind of soap?
What kind of soap did I use? Zest. Zest
the unsoap.
I didn't drop it either. Neil's personal adventures, 40. Politics, 51. And internal WQAM shenanigans, 84.
Oh!
Hands down your pants, baby. They want the inside story. And believe me, in our place, there's a zillion inside stories. And almost any name you pick out of the hat, you can say...
He's an asshole.
And nobody will argue with you. Like Mo, for example. We haven't even got started on that piece of crap. Piece of turd. Silly old coot. By the way, bad news for you, Mo. I'm still alive. I got a little scratchy throat, a little bit of a head cold, although it's mostly gone. I think it's like...
Didn't promote the show this morning.
What is it?
He was made aware that you were sick and that I was going to be filling in, and he didn't give it a promo.
He didn't give a crap, is what you're trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He didn't give a hoot.
Hemming and hawing.
He was made aware. There's only one thing he needs to be made, and that is to disappear. Maybe the genie, the one who did the circumcision. Let's get her number. What do you say?
How do you know it was a girl genie?
Don't take it personal, Mo, but bye!
Think it was a mean genie?
Isn't it time for a break, or are you getting lost?
No, I'm just
having a roadmap and a compass. You're just having such a good time.
I'm having a very good time, as a matter of fact.
Me too.
I was having a nervous breakdown, so I'm amazed. 18 till 12 on 560 WQAM.
Hey, let me tell you about our good friend Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto. They're buried. They got cars up to their eyelids. The factory has sent Hallett Pontiac so damn many vehicles that they've got no place to stick them. Even Tom Lehman's had to park cars and SUVs and trucks, all kinds of crap in his driveway. So they'd like to place one in yours. Hallett Pontiac, right now, this week, they're blowing out all the new vehicles, regardless of profit, including the Pontiac Vibe, starting at only $13,998, and up to $5,000 off on every GMC Envoy in stock. Plus, get yourself 0% financing or up to a $3,000 rebate. And as always, Hallett's got a tremendous selection of dependable used cars, trucks, and SUVs. And the credit deal, I keep telling you this over and over again. Maybe you don't believe me. If you're afraid to go to a car dealer because of the fact that your credit is so bad, these are the people you want to see. They won't laugh you off the lot. They might laugh behind your back a little bit. It's the Winter Blizzard Emergency Sale going on right now at Hallett Pontiac GMC, and you'll find them in the same place. They've been treating people sensational for over 35 years. 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's US 1 right across the street from the prestigious Falls. And at Hallett, they're open every day, 7 days a week. Don't forget, you'll save even more by mentioning my name. Call now the Neil Rogers Neil Deal Hotline, toll free for all the details. Call 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211 for Hallett Pontiac GMC. We are professional grade.
QAM.
That's incredible.
That
to
was
me.
funny.
Incredible.
I don't remember ever playing this.
Probably a good reason.
I was watching TV with my buddy Stevie and we saw the strangest thing.
Sure is long though.
It was so compelling. A woman was selling maxi pads that had wings. I turned to channel 3 and what did I see but a lady who looked real rich, living on the hill, pitching badges hill for the special feminine itch. I tried once more and flipped to channel 4 and I was shocked, I must confess. A gal who was chunky said that when she's smelling funky, she just squirts it with FDS. Well, it's on every station, an oversaturation of feminine hygiene and douches and ointments and OBG appointments. And don't forget those maxi pads, 'cause they have wings. Let's all fly. Come on, give it a try. It's feminine hygiene. Mother and a daughter walking by the water. Somebody don't smell fresh. Mama at 7, put her back in heaven, 'cause East really makes a mess. Middle-aged debutante looking for a lubricant, I still can hear her voice. Her mama done told her when a woman gets older, the muffin downstairs don't stay moist. 'Cause it's on every station, we're plugging up the nation with feminine hygiene day. Creams and lotions and all her emotions and all the water she retains. It's so insane, this game. There's so many names for feminine hygiene. Why do we have to view all that stuff girls go through? It's really got my stomach reeling. Let's give those as we see a hysterectomy, or at least make them more damn appealing. 'Cause it's on every station, an oversaturation of feminine hygiene and douches and ointments and OBG appointments, creams and lotions and all her emotions. Summer's even masculine when you would choose Vagisil, Kotex, Tampax, Dynacord, Recheck, Norform, Pamprin, Feminica, Reflux, Stay Free, Carefree, all of them look the same to me. Monostat, Femstat, a plug for this, a pad for that, Motrin, might all in case you're suicidal. Panty liners, tampons, the list I have goes on and on. How do I end this song? It's so insane to me, but it's on my friggin' TV. Feminine hygiene, well, it's on my damn TV. It's feminine hygiene.
I'm infected.
You ever play that?
No. I'm pretty sure I know why.
Yeah, well,
It sucks.
3.5 minutes then. On a day
Close.
like today.
Pretty weak. So anyway, I must have hit the jackpot because I had all these different, a huge thing of Oleomed.
Yeah.
There's samples of all the products they make. And so I picked out of those the immune system olive oil, assuming that it would have something to do with, being under the weather.
Right.
And I'm reading the ingredients now that I already popped to, but just to be curious. And it says adults at the first sign of a cold, take 2 soft gels 2 times a day with water at meal times as a dietary supplement for a maximum of 4 weeks. How do you like that?
Okay.
So it's cold stuff. So thanks again.
I thought you were going to surprise us with something, like you were reading the ingredients and it had sorbitol in it or something.
No. Just be glad I didn't get my Ricola with sugar-free.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be having nearly as much company here.
Are you doing the shuttle run? Oh, don't you have a wireless mic up there? You could take it into the toilet with you.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, we have a wireless mic here. Right.
Hey, it's been done.
Don't even have sound capability through the board here. We don't even have any audio. You realize how easy it would be?
Yeah, I do.
If we had audio
as a matter
here?
Of fact.
And I could put a whole bunch of new stuff into the DCS.
Sure.
And Boca Brian could email me stuff instead of like these discs back and forth. Well,
Yeah.
oh no.
Are you starting up again?
No, because I'll take part of the blame for that.
We
I
treat
never asked
this
for
man
that.
like royalty.
It's
We
one
give
of
him
those
anything we
things-
want. We build him studios on the moon when he asks for them, and this
screw
and all
them.
he does is bitch
Screw
and bitch.
them, okay? Bastards. Now, don't you think we should take a call?
Well, I was thinking
Before
about we
noon?
should, but then they went away. You even had a call from Toronto on there.
No.
And they went away.
They did?
Well, it was from Miami, but he was visiting down here, and he was wondering what you were doing down here.
He was wondering what?
Why you were up there and doing the show down here, and he was a Torontoite.
Yeah.
So, he might
See
be
you
back.
around, eh?
He hung up.
He might be back.
What do you mean he
I
might be
doubt it.
back?
Well, the phone's ringing. So while we're waiting for Carlos to screen that, we have some big news for Wednesday. Did you see the schedule? Oh, you know what? I didn't fax the new updated schedule to you.
Well, no, this one just has question marks between 3 and 7.
Right, well, the question
Because
marks have been
Hank is
filled.
going to the, now I don't know where that is, Hank at the Roy Jones fight. How about that Mike Tyson fight for 49 seconds?
How about that Tanya Harding fight?
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I didn't see it, but I saw the pictures. Oh,
Yeah.
what a beast.
She got beaten bad.
Good.
Trounced.
Nasty, smelly bitch. So what is on Wednesday that I don't see on here?
Well, I'm faxing it to you right now, but I'll just break it to you. It's Joe and Mark. In the daytime.
How about that?
Joe, who was so nice to visit us during the Treasure Island appearance on Friday. With Janina, by the way.
Is Hank contemplating retirement or something? No, I'm not joking you. I'm serious. Hank is,
Oh my!
Speaking of Joe Zagacki, what would you rather have on?
Joe Zagacki.
Really?
Yeah. In light of recent developments, they run a kiddie show, Joe and Mark. They have like for little kids. They run a puerile juvenile kiddie show, which is fine between 2 and 6 in the morning as a lead into a God's Got No Audience anyway. But I mean, right there in the middle of the daytime,
That's the
when
after-school
our
crowd,
signal
right?
could actually be heard up and down 441.
Right, when the kids get out of school, they can listen to Joe and Mark. School ends like right before 3 o'clock, I think.
Oh my!
Oh no, this is Miami, but it's not the guy from Toronto. Hello.
Ooga booga.
Oh, good one. See, there you go. There's our second call of the day. And he said it so boringly, too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You knew it was coming from down there because he was so boring. Here's Margate. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay, I'm coming along.
Can you put Mr. G on that list?
Oh, nice job there, Carlos. You're doing it, baby.
Oh, he's impossible to screen.
Is he really?
Well, no, not for somebody who's hearing
Not
his
for a
voice in their
veteran old
nightmares.
screener like George.
Right. He called.
See, there's all the more
reason.
reason not to be taking calls because we got about 10 people who just, that's it.
Joseph
with
Gebhardt.
no life.
We should give his number out.
Who's that, Mr. Gebhardt?
Mr. Who called?
Who'd you rather have for president, Richard Gebhardt or what's his name? Joseph. Go ahead. What is his number?
954.
He's obviously lonely, Mr. G. 954.
974.
974.
6235.
6235. Maybe he'd like to talk to you.
While you
Obviously,
were out
audience.
sick, I guess it was last week. Remember the I'm Crazy guy?
Yeah.
Called. We gave his number out. Haven't heard from him since.
He'll be back.
I'm sure.
So that guy, now look at this. We're begging for calls here because we want to take like a real call before noon. I don't think we're going to get a real call. WQAM. Nope, nobody on 5. Rang a couple of times. That was the end of that.
Yeah, they want the calls.
I guess what do you mean they want the calls?
Oh, all the polls you took, remember?
There aren't any calls. All the stuff that we
yeah.
talked about here for 3 hours today. And there's not a single call. Nobody has anything to say about the Grammys, about your mammy, about anything.
The
About
sisters
Miami?
on the beach.
Yeah, the sisters on the beach, the illegal alien with their grave robbing
The
lawyer there who
transplant,
don't want to donate any of the kids' organs.
No.
How do you like that? And what was the other? There was one other big guy. And then the fire?
Right.
Who's telling the truth?
97.
97 dead people. And nobody wants to fess up. Now, you did see the thing with the band that played there before that said that they had pyrotechnics there before?
They showed 2 other acts, as a matter of fact. Another band and a Kiss mock band that also used way more pyrotechnics than we saw in the
in a wood frame building with no sprinkler system. Really
and with foam rubber insulation. I mean,
kind of like the space shuttle.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
This is a real call. I wondered if the other night you saw Frontline or anybody mentioned about it,
We had a call about it on Friday, but I forgot it was on. I didn't see it. We had one call.
It was so good. Showed how the Bush campaign, even before he was president, was already focusing on Saddam and sweeping up at what his dad had not completed.
Yeah, they have unfinished business. That's correct.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, see, nobody watches PBS. That's the problem, because once every 6 months they put something on there that's worth seeing.
Yeah, that's all.
And when you're not in the habit of turning onto it, it's just, you forget about it. Somebody had called to warn us that it was going to be on, but I forgot all about it. But that's 2 calls we got on. Let's hear it.
Oh!
2 calls.
Hey, the Toronto guy's back.
Where the hell is he?
3.
On 3? How's it going, eh?
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine, you?
Great.
I'm here visiting. I've been here almost 2 weeks now, and I stumbled into your radio station, and I've been listening to it ever since.
Thank goodness for that. Isn't that ironic that you're a Torontonian who's in Miami, and I'm a Miami guy who's in Toronto? How do you like that?
No, I just can't figure out, in the 2 weeks I've been listening, I still can't figure out why you're in Toronto.
Because I don't like it there, because I'm a Toronto person.
Oh, I see. Didn't know that.
I'm a big Leafs fan, although last night we'll forget that it happened, but other than that.
Great. But anyway,
you've only been there for a couple of weeks. Now, if you'd been there a couple of months, you'd understand why most of us hate it like poison and want to get out. So since they built me a studio up here in my beautiful apartment, why the hell should I be down there more than I have to?
I see. Good move. But,
exactly.
But I like the weather here now.
Yeah, it's real toasty here. It's minus 13 Celsius, so you made a good choice this week.
Yeah. But also, the reason I stuck with your station, I think you're the only station in all of America, I think, that's probably anti-war, you know?
Right.
And it's a refreshing
That's because we're the only station in all of America that's got any balls.
Yeah.
That doesn't goose step into line with these fascists who are running this country now. That's another reason I'm glad to be up here, eh?
That's right. That's right. We're not with you. Not yet, anyway.
And congratulations. See, you thought that frog with a sliding mouth, you thought he was a bad guy, but he's not all as stupid as we think he was.
That's right.
Okay, good to hear from you, pal.
Thanks.
See you around, eh?
Yeah.
Go Leafs, go.
Okay.
How do you like that call from Toronto?
Oh! Eh?
Huh?
1 till 12 on 560 QAM.
On the Canucks again? Everybody's got a different lifestyle. We all need different things to help us be healthy. That's why you ought to check out Oleomed Mediterranean Formulas, because they got advanced combinations of pharmaceutical-grade olive oil with vitamins, minerals, herbals, other nutrients, and they're scientifically designed to provide natural nutrition solutions to help you support specific health needs, all different
like the one
things. I'm taking right now. Look for Oleomed's 3 new formulas. They have one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and CoQ10, which is so important for your heart. Oleomed's also got supplements to promote health in your circulatory system, your digestive, your endocrine system, your skin and bones, even your mind, all using the benefits of the finest olive oil that money can buy. And Oleomed makes products for men and ladies too. Oleomed's an exciting new product that you can pick up all over town at Publix, Eckerd's, Whole Food Markets, and Walgreens. For more information, call Oleomed toll-free, and they'll tell you all about their products and what they can do for you. Call 1-866-OLEOMED. That's 1-866-653-6633. You can order their products online if you like, oleomedamerica.com. And don't forget to visit their sampling pavilion at Sportstown every Sunday during Dolphin season, which is only many, many months away. Start feeling great today. Start popping some Oleomed in your puss.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Mohammed and David, and the only thing funnier than rape is that pipe smokers told the 1 hour.
Bend on over, shady. Bend on over, bend on over, shady. Bend on over, bend on over, shady. Bend on over, shady. Hey boy, Eminem, I am gonna kick your ass. Oh yeah, your friends talking about me shady. I've been digging up your past. Oh yeah.
kidding.
12:05, 560 QAM. Hank Goldberg at 3 o'clock. Jim Mandich at 1. I'm going a little bit backwards. Sitco's Panthers preview at 7. 7:30 it's the Panthers and the Sabres. Eddie K after the game. Joe and Mark and their juvenile after-school show from 2 to 6 in the morning.
2 pieces of good news.
Yeah.
Number one, it's all the way up to minus 12 Celsius. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's over 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh!
Time to open those windows.
And number two.
Yeah.
So Lynn Samuels got my email, and she's listening, I'm sure.
Hot dog hopped on board.
And says, get better, please. I'm going to be in Miami next week or this week and can listen on the radio, actually. Plus, I don't want you to be sick. Thanks, Lynn. And I emailed her back and said, stop in and see George, and we can schmooze on air together.
We could do another lunch at the diner, and I'll buy this time.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to buy with Rimmer's money that Rimmer wasn't for that lunch. Ask me if I ever got the $14 from that lottery ticket that we spent.
Oh, my! Oh, my!
Right.
You can swing it.
Yeah, swing
That's
this.
what he said.
So that'll be nice. I got a guest lined up for you there.
Thank you.
As opposed to taking these great phone calls. Although we do have a lady in Miami, we better put her on immediately.
Please.
Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry I couldn't be the only real caller before 12 o'clock, but I am a real caller now. I wanted to talk to you about something that I read in the paper this morning. I immediately thought of you. It's in the Herald.
Oh.
It's by a woman named Michelle Malcontent, Sodom and Gomorrah University. And the little byline says, gay sex seekers use a university-sponsored website to locate partners for trysts. Talks about some thing out in California. There's an anonymous, a university-sponsored website at Berkeley that people use to locate partners for trysts in Berkeley bathrooms, and it reports that as many as 18 glory holes, which are used for much worse than peering, P-E-E-R-I-G, have been drilled across campus.
How do you like that?
This is a public safety hazard. Public safety threat.
You're misreading it. It's a pubic safety hazard.
Yeah.
You're looking for glory holes.
A pubic health hazard. It's a public safety threat to other students unknowingly using these marked bathrooms for what they were intended.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the homosexuals see the bathroom bacchanalia as a sacred celebration of free speech and diversity. But my favorite is, her last paragraph is, a deviant practice common at filthy truck stops has infected the hallowed ivory tower, and all the campus left can do is blame the messenger and play the victim card. And then she goes on to quote, I swear to God, Genesis 19:28.
Oh.
And lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And amen to that.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow. I guess you told us.
Town, this is amazing. And this is the Creators Syndicate, 2003 Creators Syndicate. I don't know what.
Okay, have a nice day.
And I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Boy. How do you like that? Glory holes at Berkeley because there are a bunch of gay people there. Shame on them.
Never would have thunk it.
I think it's part of their broad education, don't you?
What's that got to do with broads?
Where else are you going to learn what a glory hole is? Except at Westland and Hialeah.
Some of us don't get in there.
Is it J.C. Penney's or Bird? I think it's J.C. Penney's.
I thought it was Penney's.
Or is that the one where they do the limbo rock under the stall door?
And that was Dwight, too, as a matter of fact, now that you mention it.
390 votes on our poll. Pretty well, we didn't get this started right away, did we?
I thought we did, like maybe half hour into the show.
Nah. Are you nuts?
Yeah.
We had it on there, but then until we got it right.
We were diddling with it, yeah.
We were diddling with it and the poll, too. Since we don't do topics on the Neil Rogers Show, what's your favorite object of discussion? Poorly worded. Internal WQAM shenanigans, 89. In fact, a lot of people squeeze themselves when they hear
Greg hates you.
Politics, 57. Neil's personal adventures, 43. I'm going to go have lunch as soon as we get done here.
What are you going to have?
I don't know.
Soup?
Maybe some shallot and shoop. Maybe Betsy Everett and I will go do the shoop shong, sing it together. Religion, 42. Sex, 34. Local issues, 24. George's homosexuality and job performance, 23. Hockey, 23. Yeah. Right, Rimmer. He probably called up everybody he knew. Better get on there right away and Neil talk more about hockey. Will I talk more about hockey?
No.
No. World Affairs 21, National News 14, TV and Movies 11, Food 11, and amazingly, look at the bottom there.
I'm looking at it.
It hasn't changed one iota.
Not even one
jot or
sympathy
a
vote for health. Not one fat
one
person.
vote for music, and for health, we've got, oh! And why should we be talking health? I'm sick as a dog.
Right.
The Humper's got his brothers out there calling in, trying to peddle him drugs to get him better.
You'd think during those days when you were doing the Atkins discussion, heavy duty, and all these people were calling in, you'd think somebody would vote for health.
They don't want to hear about it. Don't you understand? The people that were calling in again, how about the music shows?
Exactly.
Don't the lines ring off the hook? I keep trying to tell you, and it's easy to forget when you're doing a show, the calls have nothing to do with how many people are listening.
Should spray paint that
You
on
can
the wall.
do biorhythms, you can do psychic readings, and the phones are ringing off the hook.
Right.
And as soon as, like on the biorhythm shows we used to do with Ernie Sochin, and as soon as the person calls in and gets their personal, whatever,
yeah, they're
gone.
Right.
They don't give a crap about anybody else's biorhythms. Who gives a crap?
Astrological reading, or, yeah.
I mean, they do care that.
Greg hates you.
But other than that.
Right. Well, that's big news.
Yeah.
Old news. But nevertheless.
Back at you, Greg.
1212 on 560 QAM.
Call that a penis?
I'm just standing in the back booth and watching porno video, feeling my way all around the room, looking for a glory hole. Somebody's in the booth next to me. I'll slip it through and see if we will be watching videos in ecstasy of a horny glory hole. I feel a hand there and kisses too. I'll have a boner before we're through. We're just standing in the back booth as we both enjoy the show, exchanging glances in the back booth through a glory hole. I have my tokens in case my time runs low, and I'll stand here stoking the glory hole. I hope it's nobody I know as I turn my head to better see. I hope he knows enough to brush his teeth, but then again I didn't feel anything, so how the hell would I know?
That was fucking great.
I'm just a rockin' and a poppin' through a little horny glory hole.
Another trained monkey.
Thank you very much. 1217 560 QAM. I know I violated the 2-minute rule with that one, but I thought it was topical and appropriate.
What does that mean?
Because that lady called with the glory hole report.
So what do you mean 2-minute rule?
I was only going to play 2-minute Nova bits today just because, you're sick and I'm lazy.
Are you being lazy? Is that the cop-out?
Yeah.
Like that bit said that called you that day? Is it a cop-out?
It's a cop-out.
That we're not doing like topical talk radio every day, like old crap that went up with a high-button shoes that only 90-year-old people want to hear?
Right, that bitch.
Anyway, Lynn says she never... This is amazing. She isn't going to be by because she doesn't have a driver this time. In other words, Miss Grudge is otherwise occupied.
She has no chauffeur.
Maybe it has something to do with those glory holes. Miss Grudge may be drilling for oil or news.
Well, she'll take a taxi
But
over here.
She never learned to drive.
Get out.
Now, isn't that something when you live in a real city like New York or here, for example, you don't have to have a car.
Right.
So she never learned to drive. So I said she could call in on the bat line, which I emailed to her, or I'm thinking that her close personal friend Boca Bryan could pick her up and slip her around.
Why not?
It's the least he can do.
Right. He brings her in, we go to lunch, and then one of us will take her back to, wherever.
Right.
Matt won't drive her around?
He won't be in town.
Oh.
How do you know that?
Oh, I don't know. I was making an excuse for him.
Maybe he'll be at J.C. Penney's. Don't get started, with Miss Grudge, all right? Don't get me started.
Hey, he paid for lunch, so he's all right by me.
Did he really?
He did. For all of us. Not for me. You weren't there.
Oh.
You're not invited. You're small potatoes.
Smaller even.
So what about this story about this lady basketball player?
Huh? Who
turns her back on the flag? It's on our website, mister. It's one of the stories, bedtime stories. In Purchase, New York, an NCAA Division III college basketball player who turns away from the U.S. flag during the national anthem was jeered by flag-waving students at a road game even while she was on the bench. Tony Smith, a senior at Manhattanville College, was booed at Mount St. Mary at a game Thursday night. Smith is protesting that the government's priorities are not on bettering the quality of life for all of its people, but rather on expanding its own power. She has turned away from the flag all season. Before Thursday's game, the Mount St. Mary student government handed out small flags. More than 500 people filled the small gym and jeered Smith at every opportunity. Well, wasn't that nice and patriotic of them, huh?
Sure.
At the end of the game between Manhattanville and Mount St. Mary, the crowd sang, "God Bless America." When Manhattanville played at U.S. Merchant Marine Academy February 11, more than 300 flag-waving midshipmen greeted Smith with chants of USA and leave our country. Leave our country. In other words, leave it or love it.
If
you're
you're
either
not
with
with
us
us,
or against
you're
us. You know, it's that
Tommy Pinko.
simplistic, moronic mentality.
That's right.
As in water seeks its own level. When Smith picked up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes and was benched, the crowd chanted, "We want Tony," according to the Journal News. And she went on with a statement. Manhattanville President Richard Berman said he told Smith what she's doing is courageous and difficult. And he is
Absolutely correct, sir.
So how do you like that?
If you're
And
not
of course,
racist.
remember how long ago it was very shortly after 9/11 when the administration started painting the Democrats. They don't care about national security.
Right.
They don't care. You know, you're either with us or against us in every respect.
All
and
these
of course, if
veterans,
you're
they
against
don't
us,
care.
then you're at the very least unpatriotic and a scumbag.
Right.
And ought to be buying a condo in Baghdad.
And an electric car.
And working on Radio Baghdad.
I thought that was this. I thought that was us.
That's what he was talking about.
Right.
Now, the poll is being skewered now. You notice?
I see it.
Health all of a sudden went from none to 11.
Yeah.
Maybe, and this is right in the middle of lunch hour, so I don't think that our diet-conscious crowd out there, I don't think they put down their 4 or 5 donuts, jelly-filled.
Chocolate covered.
438 votes. Music 2, food 11, health 11, don't buy it. TV and the movies 12, national news 17, world affairs 20, Georgia's affairs and job performance 24, local issues 26, hockey 26.
Yeah.
We believe you, Rimmer, you clown. Sex 37, religion 46, Neil's personal adventures 51. I might have a diet iced tea with my lunch. Or just a little bit more, another tidbit.
Okay. For the
Politics 59. And internal WQAM shenanigans 94. Hands down, man.
Imagine
They
what
want
the
to hear
ratings would
the
be.
inside crap. All these people over the years are too much inside stuff, too much inside. Yeah.
No way.
They can't get enough of the Momeister, I'll tell you that right now.
And that's,
Miserable, nasty, rotten, hateful sow.
and at the
Piece of
appearances,
turd.
all they want to talk about.
Right.
All
is
the
Mo.
inside stuff.
Is he really,
Yeah,
is he
right.
really such a miserable prick? Yes. Yes, he is.
Oh, that shtick. Him
Does
and Neil, they
everybody
go
in
out
the
to
building
lunch.
really despise him like poison?
Yes.
You know, there are a lot of people that...
Did he get the beast blown off of that show?
Yes.
How about Carolyn?
Yes.
How about those not-so-idle threats about Zach?
Yes.
Until we outed that on the air and had to, like, embarrass and box him into a corner.
Yes.
And they think it's shtick.
It's not stick. It's too bizarre to be real.
They
Yeah,
think
my
you guys
thoughts
are
exact-
chums, having lunch and stuff, playing golf together.
Should we take a call or two?
Yeah, why not? They made the call. Why not take it?
5670560, pound 560. How come I'm doing the
No,
show
you
now?
don't. Well, I don't know. You kind of slipped right
Pretty
into
interesting how I segued from me being here to help
Right.
you out
It's
on the day that I'm sick. And these things help a little bit in the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
These recolas, but then after
Well,
a while
don't-
you start.
Don't strain it. Bail it at any time. I'll read the numbers.
Yeah, now that it's 12:25, George is
I
all
got
telling you to
it
get
from
out of here.
Yeah, see ya.
5670560, pound 560 on Verizon and AT&T Wireless.
Yeah, now that I killed 3.5 hours of the show for him,
785-6345 is toll
all of a
free.
sudden he's a big achiever.
Right. An underachiever. So we're going
Who's
to take
this
a call?
in Miami? Hello? I'm on the wrong line.
Yeah.
Miami on line 8. Hello?
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, that last guy was right. You're the only thing on the radio that's even slightly anti-war. There's definitely no balance out there. Definitely not.
Pretty sad.
But actually, what I'm calling about was that horrific incident that happened on the beach this weekend.
Uh-huh.
I spent a lot of time on the beach, I live on South Beach, and I jog and swim and sunbathe and everything else out there. And I always wondered to myself, what the hell are all these cops doing rolling around in gigantic SUVs out there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's completely
you know what they're doing?
unnecessary. I really don't know what they're too lazy to walk, obviously. And I don't know why they don't have motorcycles or, ATVs or something like that.
I know what they're doing.
Kill some people.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just terrible. I mean, this guy should never work again. And I mean, most of them are so arrogant.
Well,
wait a minute. What do you mean never work again? In other words,
he
you
should
think
never.
that's...
He should be let go from the force for that, for sure.
And then that's as much as should happen to him. Just let him go from the force.
Personally, I think he should be locked up. But you can't really go out and say something like that. But yeah, I believe it. I feel he should be locked up. I mean, I saw the story about the girl's parents coming into town. I mean, I just can't imagine the horror for that family.
This was 1 o'clock in the afternoon in broad daylight.
It's complete arrogance of these guys. They ride around with their arrogant attitude, thinking they're so great. They're not paying attention to anything. I don't think they should be out there to begin with. They can patrol on foot if they feel it's necessary to patrol the beach.
Even how about on horseback?
Something, yeah. Not a gigantic 5-ton SUV.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing's just gotten me shaken up just because I spent so much time on
fry his ass. Fry his ass.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree, but I didn't want to come off sounding too strong. I'm sure he'll be back to work in a few days.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! You really believe that?
I do, because I mean, I don't see people sticking up for the little guy. I see him sticking up for the police force. I read the paper today. A couple witnesses were saying, "Oh, gee, I bet that officer's really shaken up. I feel sorry for him."
Oh,
how about these girls' families?
Yeah.
You know? Terrible.
Okay. Good luck to us, pal.
Thanks. Your show is excellent.
Thank you. Stay off the beach. Our show is excellent today. We got a new formula now.
Right.
Yeah, he must be really shaken up. You know what this smacks of all over again?
What's that?
It smacks of the FBI agent.
Right. I was just thinking
with his friends at the FHP.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, One thing about South Florida, cops can do no wrong, no matter what it is.
Right.
You gotta feel sorry for them. They got a heavy burden, Fact of the matter is, he was tooling around there like a wild man, according to one account.
Right. Oh, all day today they have the witness accounts and some videotape, not of the before the incident, but
no
afterwards.
Siren, by the way, no siren to warn anybody who was coming. And of course, when you're laying on the beach, you're not like constantly looking around to see if like any gigantic vehicle is coming.
No,
come
not
along
typically.
And
When I'm laying on the beach,
over.
right? I'm usually got my eyes closed or
or
I'm
looking
not
at something else.
Right.
Shame on you, officer. Shame on you. A typical South Florida effing disgrace.
1227, 560 QAM.
A lot of people keep trying the same diets over and over again. And what I found is a lot of times something will work for you once and your brain kind of outsmarts itself. And you can never go back and do it again. If you haven't tried Balance for Life, you have nothing to lose but all of that weight. There's no cooking, no shopping, no cleaning, no worries, just great results. Like the Beast is getting, who's lost over 50 pounds. I guarantee you we've saved that punk's life. And once his head starts shrinking to normal size, you'll know we're really doing a good job for him. They deliver your little black sack to your door by 6 a.m., no matter where you are every morning, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're at the massage parlor. 3 gourmet meals and 2 delicious snacks are right in your black sack. It's all prepared for you. It's all fresh and delicious. There are chicken dishes and beef and turkey and all kinds of good stuff, omelets and frittatas and you name it. Nothing prefabricated, nothing frozen. And they let you pick between 2 choices for each one of the meals every day that you're on the program. That's the only choice you'll have to make. They do all the figuring for you based on the zone diet. So like I said, the food for the entire day is in there. You don't have to worry about buying anything else. And the weight just pours off your body. So let Balance for Life help you lose the weight the real delicious way. Call 954-568-3229. They'll give you all the details. 954-568-3229 or check them out on the web at balanceforlife.com. In no time at all, you can look better than the lovely Beast.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Take off those checkered pants.
Okay.
I heard somewhere that we're going to have some phlegm-filled fun in paradise today. I know Hank Goldberg and I had our differences in the past, but it's been brought to my attention that Hank has arranged for some beautiful women to join us in our plushly furnished studio.
Yeah, exotic glamour queens from Key West.
By the way, something.
Yeah?
It hasn't escaped me that surrounding me with women is a good way of keeping me from getting raped into this.
Yeah.
This here is a big show of humility and respect from Hank. Bigger than his pants.
Yeah. They're coming in now. Quick, Mo. Put your teeth back in.
Hello. ladies.
Oh.
You may get her around to me. Hey, get a load of their voices. Yeah, they must be heavy smokers. So, what do you know? What do you say there, ladies?
Oh, we're fine.
That one girl in the back there is a bit sophic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, something. Ain't you, that guy, Perry Mason? Oh, it's you, Mo. You can't be Perry Mason. You're dead. Perhaps, but I'm still in better shape than you. Why, you no good. You got some nerve walking in here dressed like that. Would you mind sharing with the court exactly why we were asked here today? Why, certainly. It's an offering of peace from Hank Goldberg in Olive Garden. Wasn't it you, Mo, who called the Key West Queens agency and said, help me, my show is dying? No, it's not true. And wasn't it you, Mo, who said rape's not funny? Okay, yes, it was me. I said rape's not funny. I submit, Your Honor, that Mo submits. Hey, wait a minute. I so rule. What's the meaning of it? Come on, girls. Let's make him our bitch.
I got it black.
I got his eye.
And I got it
hair. 27 till 1 on 560 QAM. Boy, this is the easiest show I ever did. Even easier than those pole building shows. You should
really
call in sick more often.
Easiest show he ever did.
What does that mean?
That's a joke.
I mean, it's the easiest show you never did.
Right.
There you go.
That's it. This is great.
476 votes.
And he stays quiet, just knowing that you're going to pick it up.
Hey, you two could do the show.
I'll bet. Lazy spick.
What a giveaway.
So in other words, there was never any extension of sympathy, or hopefully he'll be feeling better soon, or croak rapidly or something like that?
From who?
From my good, close personal friend in the morning, who preceded us this morning.
Well, I only heard the last 2-minute crossover thing there. Not a word, not a thing. And I understand, how, they're busy. Sometimes they back themselves up. They don't have the time.
He's backed up? Geldy keeps telling me his bag keeps backing up, is what Geldy tells me. You know Geldy with a squeaky voice that Joe Rose got into QM many years ago? He's just one of those people that shows up and never goes away. Oh, and speaking of those guys, so evidently Jugs McDonald, who does the Panther games on the radio?
Right.
Geldy is making a full court press, because this season, we only got about 20 games to go. And next season is like touch and go. I still hear the rumors that the Panthers won't be on QAM next year, that they'd rather have the Heat.
All right.
So Geldy's now in this jockeying position where he and his buddy Mo, I guess this is what the payback for Geldy sucking up to him all the rest of the time to keep his job, is that Mo joins in with the Jugs spearing. Can we say that, spearing the Jugs?
Sure.
In the back?
Sometimes.
Calling him Jugs McDonald, all these other terrible, terrible things. Shame on you, Mo. You old guys like you and Jugs ought to stick together. All you 65 plus, 70 plus guys.
Hey, he's 50-something.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's what I heard from him.
I think he left the first digit off.
He says he's in his mid-50s.
Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, you sound better, Neil.
I am doing a little better, yeah.
I called about Frontline, but let me just say, the Mo bits, I wish they were half as funny as the bits, to be honest with you.
The show, you mean?
You're no kidding. I listened to the last 5 minutes waiting for you to come on. Pathetic. And Gelby's the one thing I don't understand with Gelby's the main thing that's been there all along, and that show sucked ever since he's been on there.
Yeah,
but I don't want to
point.
attack him. Anyway, the Frontline thing, I thought you watched it, so I didn't call in to make any comments about it. But since you missed
didn't see it.
First of all, you can look it up online, and second of all, the gist of it was when Papa Bush was in power, there was a man in the Pentagon who wrote a report saying since the USSR fell and we were the most powerful nation in the world, we had the right to go out and stomp the crap out of any country that wasn't a democracy, and we would make them a democracy. And when Papa Bush read the report, he had a fit that the idea that the United States would even consider behaving that way. They put the report up in the cabinet, and when GW, after the World Trade Center thing, the same guy brought the report back to him, and that's the Bush doctrine. It's almost word for word what this guy wrote.
Yeah.
We have the right to go out and kick the crap out of any country we want, preemptive strike or anything. And it's you have to really see the whole show to see how it works. It shows the struggle between Colin Powell and this other guy for how the United States would behave in the world.
Who was it? Wolfowitz? Richard Pearl? Libby? One of them.
No, I never heard of this guy before. I don't know. I can't tell you his name. It wasn't the name that I heard before. The guy who wrote the report. But they said him and his group are the extreme hawks in the Pentagon. And Colin Powell's been trying to fight them off ever since he was against them and their policies. Instead of being diplomatic in the world, just go out and kick the crap out of everybody. That's basically what the show says. And GW adopted that. And I hope you're feeling better.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, bye.
Yeah, let's kiss the ground that we had a president who listens to the more moderate elements in his party all the time.
Sorry I missed that show.
The born-again right-wing fanatics. Well, we can look it up on the website on PBS.com.
Okay.
And Frontline.
Sounds like a bunch of pinko commie propaganda to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to take a
No, I purposely left to see what you were going to do there. I purposely did that because Carlos made the comment before, and you sucked me into doing this without even my realizing, you know.
It's the Tom Sawyer kind of thing.
Get into a conversation back and forth, and then all of a sudden, like I'm doing a show again.
Yeah,
I'm just supposed to be here lending a little oral support today, that's all.
I'm the slick spick.
Yeah.
Well, I had some things that I wanted to talk about, but you have no interest in any of that, so we can,
like
just
what?
go on. Like, so what is it? The celebrity, bullcrap reality show. And the sisters, well, we already did discuss the sisters on the beach. The transplant
Look at
girl.
the markets in the tank.
Oh, that's right. That guy wanted you to keep him abreast of that so he wouldn't have to flip back and forth.
Oh, yeah, the Dow's down 150, the NASDAQ about 20.
I was going to talk about transplant girl and how we shouldn't be creating incentives for illegal aliens to come over here and
We already
sue us.
been through this. You already said that.
Okay. And you don't want to talk about Daredevil.
About what?
Daredevil. It's #1 again, and it sucks. It's weak.
Daredevil?
With your best close personal friend Ben Affleck.
Oh, that piece of crap.
Yeah. So you don't want to talk about that.
No, I don't. Why would I want to talk about it when I haven't seen it and I will not see it?
But he's wearing leather.
Talk to Matt Damon about it. He's probably got some opinions.
He's wearing red leather tights.
I've seen the pictures, okay? Not interested. I have 2 words to describe Ben Affleck in his current condition. Old troll, okay?
Okay. Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, how are you?
We're great.
Good. No, I just
Well,
wanted
Neil's
to say
sick, but,
Well, sure. Just for poetic justice, I felt that the cop that ran over those 2 women should be made to serve their time in France, in a prison.
Oh, French prison.
Yeah.
Bad hygiene.
Marseille, preferably.
Okay.
How about an Elba?
Elba? I don't think so. Elbow, maybe.
Or maybe send him to the elbow room. That would be okay.
I heard they still have Napoleon's penis in storage there. It's an artifact. No, that's a true story. They've got his penis. Hollywood, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hey, before we blame this cop about what's happened, let's really take a look at, with all the warnings about skin cancer, what are these girls doing laying out on the beach?
Excellent point, yeah. They would have died from skin cancer sooner or later anyway, yeah. Sucks the life.
Sure, I'm glad to be here, I'll tell you that.
Right? Where it's cold.
I'm sure delighted to be here, eh?
Where the weather's cold, but their hearts are warm.
Right. That's right. Good point. Down there, the weather is warm, but their hearts are cold.
Hard-hearted sons of bitches.
Yeah. And for that last guy...
Your heart is dirty.
Right.
Coral Gables, hello.
Hey, how you doing, George?
All right.
Hi. Sorry
there
about
you
that.
go. Thank you. That's better.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that Frontline show. That caller just a couple calls ago did a pretty good summary of the show, Neil. But the name of the organization is called Policy for the New American Century, PNAC, PNAC. You can look them up on the internet, newamericancentury.org, and you can see their plan written out. It's the caller was correct. It's a document.
Yeah, but we talked about that several months ago.
Oh yes, absolutely. But he was mistaken that Bush didn't pull it out post 9/11. They had this after Poppy Bush was not reelected.
Right.
They had to groom another candidate that
Right.
would follow through on their policy.
That's right. Clinton just had the nerve to interrupt their plans, which is why they tried so desperately to get him impeached and get him out of office so they could get controls again and get back in there and continue where they left off. And that's why they had to steal the election. There's no question about it.
Absolutely. And the show really went over about how Wolfowitz and Richard Pearl and Condi Rice were training Bush on world policy, to trying to train him were the quote, good guys and
Trained
bad
to go
guys,
outside.
according to their policy.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, the reporter asked him, "Do you know who the president of Pakistan is?"
Yeah, sure. He couldn't even find those places on a map.
Well, that's absolutely correct, but I believe that that was part of Bush's obfuscation here, pretending that he didn't know who the leader of Pakistan was, because
No,
that
he didn't have to pretend, believe me.
well, possibly, but he was being briefed during his election campaign. He was being briefed on the pros and cons of whichever Muslim or dictatorship or whichever kind of leader would work on our side. And so this is what Condi Rice and Richard Pearl, these were the group that coughed up this plan. And part of it is exactly. Part of it, of course, is this pipeline deal that's going across Afghanistan.
Absolutely.
And I just read in the New York Times or somewhere on the weekend that apparently this pipeline deal has been signed up to move this pipeline through Afghanistan.
The petroleum, I got it right here, the petroleum ministers of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Turkmenistan on Saturday reached an agreement to invite India for a multi-billion-dollar pipeline to carry Turkmenistan's natural gas to the Indian Ocean via Afghanistan and Pakistan.
But remember now, it's not about oil.
Right.
It's not. No, oil has nothing to do with it.
But it was already well documented that before 9/11, that the Taliban were our good buddies, and we were going to work with them to build this Afghan pipeline. And then when they turned tail and they decided to side with bin Laden, then all of a sudden they became the bad guys, and they were oppressing their women, and they were oppressing the men, and all of a sudden they were evildoers. Just like now, they're screaming about how Saddam Hussein gassed his own people, but back when he was doing it, number one, we sold him the gas, and number two, we didn't say a goddamn thing about it and couldn't have cared less.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we're all indignant because he gassed his own people. Who the hell are we kidding?
Well, there are questions about whether that was gas used by Iraq or actually
by Iran.
Exactly, because it
Right.
was the Kurdish population that Iran doesn't have any any love for the Kurdish population there in northern Iraq. So of course, gassing was a horrendous war crime on any population. But the way that Bush and Powell and the rest of these guys continue to lie to us repeatedly with this false evidence. These are impeachable crimes, Neil, and I think that we need to begin impeachment.
Hold your breath, man.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Gotta go.
Thanks for the advice.
Okay.
Thank you.
12:44, gotta go.
560 QAM.
Guys, size matters big time. And according to the Florida Department of Labor, computer professionals have got really big ones. And of course, we're talking about paychecks. According to the state of Florida, computer careers are among the highest paid and the highest demand. Fast Train can help you achieve your new high-paying computer career in just 4 short months. Fast Train's got locations all over town, so there's bound to be one nearby you. They're in Kendall, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines. With day, evening, and weekend schedules, there's absolutely no excuse to stay in a crappy dead-end job making a paltry sum and working for some schmuck when you can start making big bucks. So call our friends at Fast Train right now, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. That's 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. They got full-time job placement and guaranteed financing, too. Call Fast Train toll-free and get yourself on the way to a real serious job with a big fat paycheck. 1-866-FAST-TRAIN, or check them out on the web at fasttrain.com.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Got 2 sets of lips.
If you cannot find Osama bomb Iraq, if the markets are a drama bomb Iraq, if the terrorists are frisky, Pakistan is looking shifty, North Korea is too risky, bomb Iraq. If we have no allies with us, bomb Iraq. If we think that someone's dissed us, bomb Iraq. So to hell with the inspections, let's look tough for the elections. Close your mind and take directions, bomb Iraq. Fall in line and follow orders, bomb Iraq. For our might exceeds our borders, bomb Iraq. Disagree, we'll call it treason. Let's make war, not love the season, even if we have no reason, bomb Iraq.
Gang rape is funny.
Oh, what? Sorry, I was just distracted by Mark Anthony's monkey face over here on E, since they're showing clips from the Grammys, and since I didn't see it, I wanted to see what people were wearing.
Oh my God.
And I think we solved the mystery of the Indian monkey man. There he is.
Really? The
if
monkey
ever
man?
there was a more monkey-looking man.
He couldn't be the monkey man because we like the monkey man on this show. Anyway, Frontline, if you go to pbs.org and just take the programs, go to Frontline, or just do a search for Frontline. The war behind closed doors, the evolution of the Bush doctrine, And starting tomorrow's February 25, starting tomorrow you'll be able to see the whole program online.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you can, read or print out all kinds of, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I just mentioned because I didn't see the show, and I'm sorry that I didn't, because obviously it was well worth seeing.
I like people reading to me.
But nobody watches PBS, so therefore.
Phil Donahue does.
So I'll get into that a little later on. Yeah, nobody watches him, so you notice how they have something in common?
So I was worried that we weren't going to have time to take all these calls before the next break since we backed ourselves up into a corner.
But since there aren't any, let's just take the next break. Since there aren't any calls.
Well, we could read the results of the poll one more time. Since it's 102.
Do we really want to do that?
Triple digits for that first place. Internal WQAM
492 votes. See, and you're absolutely wrong, because I didn't even let you give the results of the Friday weekend poll until like at least 9:35 or 9:40.
No, I thought it was earlier than that.
So we blew off almost the whole first hour. I'm just mentioning that.
Okay, that's a good excuse anyway.
Right. They heard your voice. I mean, 493 votes. Which of these things do you like hearing most about is the best way to say this. Which these topics, objects, internal QM shenanigans 102, politics 69.
You're making that up.
Neil's personal adventures 57, religion 56, sex 44, George's sexuality / job performance 29, or sexual performance 29, local issues 28, hockey 28, right.
Oh, yeah.
World affairs 24, national news 17, TV and or movies 12, health 12, went from 0 to 12 just like that, in a shot. Food 11 and music only 3. That's it.
I don't
As we close in on 500 vote.
9 till 1 on 560 WQAM.
Dale cuerda a mi reloj.
North Korea's gonna build a bomb. They laugh at us as they string the UN along. That's the way it goes. Embargoes lift as plutonium slips right underneath our nose. Hate bombs fly. Hate bombs fly. Smoke and drink 'cause we're all gonna die. Jimmy Carter thought he was using his head. Bummer, the guy he went to talk to now is dead. Ain't life queer? That's what you get for eating peanuts and drinking Billy beer. Hate bombs fly. Hate bombs fly. Smoke and drink 'cause we're all gonna die. Shed a tear for peace because we all are gonna die. Were you dumb enough to think one day we'd all become allies?
4 till 1 on 560 QAM. I'm really excited about the results of the poll, by the way. Because we've actually had conversations inside this building where people have had them with me about the logic of airing our dirty laundry.
Really?
Like back during the Bo and Joe show, remember when Joe Costello had that altercation with Bo?
That was great stuff.
Yeah, and how could it not be funny? He spat an olive onto her boob, for Christ's sakes. And there were people,
Well, who's this day, to quote that line? Oh, Clarence tells you that nobody wants to hear the inside. Let me say something to Clarence, okay?
That wasn't an exact quote by,
Stick to sports, Clarence, okay? Stick to something you know about, because talk radio is definitely not one of them, okay? Stick to sports, which is marginal. Forget about women, because they already forgot about you. And definitely stay out of talk radio, okay, Clarence?
See, it was because Joe Costello had asked me not to repeat the story on the air because he was afraid that he might get in trouble over the altercation.
Ah, screw that, okay?
But I did anyway.
Tell Joe to quit being such a pussy, will you?
It was way too funny. Well, I think Joe was winking all the while that he told me not to say that on the air, you know?
Yeah, I'll bet. Here's a fact I heard on C-SPAN yesterday, that they're repeating the Frontline show on PBS Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. And that'd be a good day for it, because Wednesday is, what are they calling it again?
Oh, the National Virtual March.
Right.
In Washington.
Virtual March Wednesday, February 26th, and supporters are calling on everybody to fax or email senators and the White House during business hours. We'll talk about that more tomorrow and Wednesday, of course, when it happens the 26th. And also, this is cute. You read this, Davey?
Yeah, it is cute.
It says at a crisis UN Security Council meeting this morning, Colin Powell requested a final chance to convince the world of claims that war with Saddam was the only option. A hushed silence fell over the room. Kofi Annan. Mr. Powell, what proof do you have that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction? Colin Powell. We kept the receipts.
All right.
Cute. Pretty cute. Thank you, Davey.
Fort Lauderdale, hello.
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 Neil?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Couple of observations. To talk about getting a liberal voice, I would like to nominate you to debate that bombastic buffalo, Rush Limbaugh. He couldn't debate his way out of a punctured condom. I know, because I've had
Why would I waste my time doing that?
Well, listen, don't you appreciate a punctured condom at least to see it fall apart?
Well, don't you understand he's preaching to the choir? Don't you
get
that?
Of course, that's what I mean, but that's why he won't debate.
It doesn't make any difference. It's not relevant.
He won't debate anybody. Maybe his bravado chicken hawks will know who he is. And now let me give you something else.
Oh,
you know something about Mr. GW was an admitted alcoholic till he was 40. I want to know one thing. What you know about alcoholics, I know about alcoholics. I submit that he is still an alcoholic.
Oh, that too?
He's still
an
alcoholic.
Great. Have a nice life.
Yeah, well.
Hey, we've been doing pretty good today, Carlos. Why do you put on this old fuddy-duddy here at the end of the show? I mean, I agree with what the guy's saying. He's coming from the right place, but he's also coming from hunger, okay?
Yeah, I didn't
That's the reason we stopped doing Topical Talk Radio a long time ago, those of us who had a mind and a brain and had this desire to survive and eat and, do those things.
Have ratings, have a future.
Right.
Look at all the other talk stations that are still thriving and breathing.
That guy sounded like a young whippersnapper.
He
put on a young voice to get past Carlos. Well, boy, that sure was an easy show I did there filling in for you today, Neil.
Yeah, well, sure was an easy show you didn't do today, wasn't it?
Piece of cake, man, just like falling off a log. Jim Mandich is next. Hank, 3 to 7 from Shula's. At 7 o'clock, it's the...
Hank, quit doing shows with a sore throat. Oh, sorry.
And at Shula's think he's going to be eaten. Sitco's Panthers preview at 7 o'clock. Panthers and the Sabres at 7:30.
Go see the Panthers tonight. The Sabres. The Panthers are red hot at the Mac Arena.
Eddie K after the game. Joe and Mark.
And
2
quit
to 6.
keeping our pull, Rimmer.
The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.